Splatoon 2 tournament scene might pick up, just because with the Switch, it's a lot more accessible to get a Splatoon tournament going, potentially.
Yep.
So we'll have to see. In the meantime, 2 more teams that we've already seen on stream here today. We got Seabass and Jimmy on the right side, the Chicago representatives, coming up against another very highly seeded team, Mr. E and Mr. R.
We've seen them earlier today in tournament. They did what Mr. R and Mr. E do best. You know, they clean up stock very, very quickly, and they move on to the next set, and then it's the handshake, and they're done. But these two here, I believe we've seen earlier as well. Yeah, and that is Seabass and Jimmy.
Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy's Cloud. Seabass is Bowser. We're going to see more Bowser on stream. Bowser in doubles has been pretty hype. I'm actually pretty excited to see this. So let's get down to business here on Smashville. The one lone non-swordsman is Bowser, but he's got like those crazy claws, like almost Wolverine claws. They reach so far.
Oh, the footstool fresh out the... Oh, the footstool in a row. Come on, Mr. E.
Intercepts the double jump, cleans him up without even touching him for any percent.
That situational awareness that these top players bring, that's what builds a gap. Okay, good job there. Answering back, silencing the audience there. The blue team back in the money.
All right, we'll have to see how this goes. Mr. R's Cloud kind of with a little bit of a slip up there.
Ooh, speaking of slipping up, Seabass slipping up there and getting smacked back and forth by forward airs and nairs. Oh, off the mark with the grab. I like the attempt there. But Mr. E with that fantastic spacing that he has on stage and off stage.
And these counters are for gratis here, Rod. There's nothing Seabass can do when he is forced to recover. But the back air is in the perfect position.
Yeah, every time. Man.
Whoa! The ping pong combo from all the way across the stage.
There is no defense at all in this match. They are just literally swinging for home runs.
And you know what? It might be working out pretty well here for the blue team. Jimmy holding onto those 3 stocks. Bowser, of course, at 1, which you don't like to see.
Oh, try to go for a reverse forward smash, but then the reverse hitbox of the up special there was almost enough to seal the deal on Seabass. Meanwhile, Jimmy gets limit online. Let's see what he can do with it.
Oh, Mr. E again going very aggressively here versus Bowser.
Nice. Give him a little space. Oh, and then I think he got bodied by the camera. Nonetheless, though, we're going to see a share stock situation. Good job.
And good on Seabass waiting for the share stock as well, because you don't want to have no invulnerability while your teammate does. But that's a Bowser combo, getting the cloud stock here. So
Mr. E being relentless off stage.
This has been, like you said, it's just been all offense.
Yeah.
Crazy back and forth here so far.
Okay. Doesn't quite get the air dodge read in time that he was looking for. Settles for the up special. Sends him back on stage here, but right now Jimmy and Seabass are working with a tiny bit of rage plus the limit. Let's see if they can make some magic happen. Oh, ends up catching his own teammate.
And not what you like to see. And Mr. E has held on to this stock for so long. The re-grab gonna cost Seabass, and 2 tipper forward smashes in a row.
It ain't called the Dragon Killer for no reason, man. Slays Bowser, we move right on into the next game.
And remember the theme of the day. Like parody for long enough, and then shutting the door. Mr. E holding onto that second stock for as long as he did, made sure that even though Jimmy and Seabass were in there battling left and right, the slobber knocker of a game that game 1 was,
yeah,
Mr. E helped clean it up.
No, I almost want to go on a limb and say if they weren't on Smashville, they probably would have did a little better. Speaking on
which team?
Jimmy and Seabass on their end of the spectrum. You know, Smashville is such a small stage, and very, very early into those first few stocks, Seabass just got smacked back and forth. You know, we've seen like a few juggles in the air from Mr. R and Mr. E. If they get a stage with a little bit more room, maybe even like Town and City, and we also get more platforms to work with, things could go a little better for them. But nonetheless, though, kudos to Mr. E and Mr. R. That was fantastic.
Seabass is used to taking his lumps, though. Like in doubles, when you're a giant hitbox or hurtbox that Bowser has, you're just going to end up getting beaten up. But you just got to avoid those kill options when you can, use Bowser's weight to stay alive, and then take that rage to maximum effectiveness. So here we go on Dreamland. This is going to be the platform layout that Seabass really likes. He really likes to have those tri-platforms. It really helps get his offense going. And it also offers a little bit of an alternate venue for recovery if you can go to the top platform.
Yeah. So with that being said, let's see what we get here. Seabass going for the left side and the right side of the stage there, excuse me. But again, Mr. E just always on the money, though, with these counters. I'm not exactly sure how he does it. There's another counter catching the second hit of the climb hazard, and that's all she wrote for Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy cannot be doing that mix-up. It's pretty easy for anyone with a counter to mess up the high climb hazard. You got to go for that sweet spot every time here against Marth.
And I wish we'd seen that. Oh, he's going for another footstool. Come on now. Okay.
Oh, reaching the top platform, not going to be enough to kill. Good DI coming out here from Mr. E, but the grab to up smash for Seabass is what he needed. And the back air, taking the lead for the first time.
There we go, and now Seabass with a bit of raise on his end of the spectrum. Let's see if they can make a bit of magic happen.
Yep, this is what you picked the stage for, don't forget.
Whoa. Okay, you need a little bit of room to breathe. You say, you know what, you're not going to counter this one. Force him to burn that limit, and then almost breaking 2 shields. Mr. E not letting up.
This has certainly got to be the Koopa window here. Up throw, up air, but instead just going to go for that top platform again. The sparks fly. Not enough.
Okay, nice pivot grab again. That grab that Bowser has almost feels like a tether grab at times. And then a back air, but sadly a little misposition, gets himself and his teammate killed.
Yeah, that's just sometimes in these high-level doubles matches, the one mistake costs you. And that was a very powerful punish coming out from Red Team.
Very, very powerful. Nice job here by the Red Team. Looking to put out the fire that the Blue Team is bringing to this match, with the Blue Team not going down without a fight.
Nope, the juggle's coming out here from Mr. R, though. He wants to shut the door at this point. And the turnaround counter, this might be it here for Jimmy.
Oh, that's all she wrote, unfortunately. We're going to see a very quick share stock, but unfortunately, Seabass loses his stock. Mr. R is out of the picture. Stocks are flying here left and right, but one thing's for sure, though. The Blue Team, they're fighting for their life now.
Oh, this is
no!
Pain. Pain, my friend. No one wants to be in this position, but that's going to be...
Did he just save that man's life and then take it from him? Come on, man.
What on earth was that? The limit came on just in time, and then Mr. E was like, maybe if I tech this, but he won't tech this. But it won't matter in the end because the JV 4-stock in line here.
So you can't tech a tipper forward smash, man. It just ain't happening here.
You know, I've tried.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Like you said, man, that's why we're here. They're out there, man.
That's a painful way to go here. And Jimmy and Seabass showed some life. They're very accomplished doubles players in Chicago, getting some good results in our doubles weeklies, but it won't be enough. Mr. R and Mr. E, of course, just too good.
Yeah, Mr. E and Mr. R putting Jimmy and Seabass in the ER. And,
have we seen a Game 3 yet?
I don't believe so.
I think they've been all 2-0s the entire way. Kind of an aberration.
Yeah.
We're almost done with our doubles block here for pools.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen a single Game 3.